and welcome to the Tessa-Marie show. It's Wednesday night and it's August 11th, 7 p.m. and we're doing the Tessa-Marie show. We're working on the pillar of mental prosperity towards desires fulfilled. So, as you are aware, we have been working with the pillars of prosperity every night. We've been pushing them out. We've been talking to you about them. We start with emotional on Monday. We knock in physical on Tuesday. We take on mental prosperity on Wednesday. We touch on spiritual prosperity on Thursday. And we close the week with financial prosperity. As you are aware, the 5 pillars of prosperity are your compasses in 5 areas to live a fulfilled life. They are your direction. There are things in your life that needs to be at the best, working at the very best in order to help you to live your best life. So financial prosperity is on Friday. Thursday we look at spiritual. Wednesday we take mental. So you're thinking, what is Tessa-Marie up to? How can she tell me my mental prosperity, being at the highest level of all, is going to get me to reach my goal? Is going to get me to reach my desire? But yes, think of it. What you have doing before, all the things you've tried before, have they helped you to reach your mental prosperity and to succeed at your desires? How has that been working for you? I guess not very well. Because you're still trying to meet your single desire. You know what you want, what you desire, but you do not have the tools to bring it together. And I know you don't, because you keep telling me you are not attaining your desired, what you're looking for in your life. But you see, I have gone through this journey myself. I have taken those steps. I have conquered my desires. I put them away. And I am constantly seeking to improve my life. And this is what gives me the opportunity to help you, and the privilege and the wisdom to help you succeed. I know the road. I know what you must do to get your mental prosperity, to help you to achieve your desires. All the pillars are important. None are greater than the other. None has more power than the other. I constantly align them with the fingers on your hands. Whether you're left-handed or right-handed, you need all 5 to do what you're supposed to do each and every day. Every minute and every hour of the day, when your hand has to be used, you need all 5. In doing this, somebody reminded me yesterday that Tessa-Marie, you know, if you lose one toe, you don't walk really well. And of course, I never thought of it. Light bulb, a tweetable moment. And there I'm standing, I'm thinking, oh my God. I never thought of it. Aligning the toes with the hand, 5 toes, there is a purpose for that. When he said, if you lose a toe, your balance is off, Tessa-Marie. You can't walk. You concentrate on the 5 pillars and you relate them to the hand. But they also are relatable to the toes. So what you must remember, Tessa-Marie, is to also tell us, remind us that we need 5 toes to move. We need 5 toes to attain our desires and to reach those goals towards the desires. And that is what I want you to remind us. And I said, I am so grateful. I do appreciate you giving me that lesson. I accept it. And I will use it. In conjunction with the 5 pillars, I will also explore the reason why we have 5 toes. We need balance. And without balance, goals are not achieved, desires are not achieved. Now, goals are the small steps towards the desires. The desire is the big picture. And every time we achieve one goal towards a desire, we get closer. But we must achieve each and every one of those goals in order to get to the main thing, the desire. So when this young man called me after last night, and he said to me, Tessa-Marie, our hand is one thing with the 5 pillars, but our toes, I believe, is even more important. And I go, really? He said, Tessa-Marie, when you lose a toe and you do not have it, you can't walk properly. You're off balance. And if you cannot walk properly, how are you going to attain all of your goals and your desires? And I never aligned the 5 toes to balance. I just didn't. I apologize and I go, wow, you're never too old to learn. So that's why tonight I am here with you. Mental prosperity is one of the 5 pillars. And I am saying use your mental prosperity to achieve your desires. How do you do that? You get mentally attuned. You use your mental faculty. You go to school, you go to university, you go to elementary school, you go to junior kindergarten, and every step of the way, they're testing you on your mental capabilities. They're testing you in junior kindergarten. Can you count to 100? Can you retain the information that the teacher taught you in September? Can you recount it in December? Otherwise, you are in junior kindergarten, you're not moving to senior kindergarten. Mental prosperity, even there. Even there. So, what can I do? You're saying, Tessa-Marie, you're telling me I need to use my mental prosperity to achieve my desires. And I'm saying, yes, you do. Your mental prosperity has to be fine-tuned. That is your ability to remember the information that you were given and to apply it at a certain time in a special way. How does that align with my desires? Well, if you do not remember what you are supposed to recall and to use at that moment, you are off balance. Just like the young man told me, one toe is missing, and therefore you cannot be balanced. So your mental capabilities and your mental prosperity is one thing that you must harness, you must hold on to, you must push forward to attain those goals, your desires. How do you do that? You do it by being conscious, in being in the moment, by fine-tuning it. That's why you go to learn how to be a doctor, a lawyer, a candlestick maker, a social worker, even to be a mother. They have classes for you to learn how to do certain things as a new mom. There are classes for you to learn how to be a student, how to be a garbage collector, how to be whatever your career is, you must learn. And for you to learn those things, your mental prosperity has to be on point. So if you have desires that you want fulfilled and you do not know anything about that, you need to study the thing. You need to find out what I can polish on, what I can make shine. What can I do? It's like taking a pair of boots and giving it a nice shine and polishing it until you can see your reflection in it. Your mental capability has to be on point. For you to reach those desires, you want to do something, you desire to become this or to do that or to achieve this. You want to be a coach. I heard Evan Carmichael talking and he said, you want to be a coach? Show me you coaching. You want to be a speaker? Show me you speaking. That's why I do more speaking than I do lives with other people. I want to be better as a speaker. I want to touch you. I want you to hear me. When I come to deliver a talk to you, I want you to feel. I want you to sit in your seat and expectantly waiting for me to rock your boat. I want to be the best motivation speaker there is. Therefore, there are certain things I must do with my mental capabilities. I need to recall. I need to remember who you are. I need to understand my flow of my topic. I need to know a lot about mental prosperity if I'm talking about mental prosperity. My job is to give you the most positive feedback on there on how to use your mental prosperity to achieve your desires. I am not interested in telling you all the negative things about mental health, because there are millions and millions and millions of people out there who will tell you why your mental capability and prosperity is in the gutter. My job is not this. My job is to tell you whatever your mental prosperity is, whatever level it is, my job is to tell you can push it up. You can build it up. You can make it count. You can make it help you fulfill the life of your dreams. How do you do that? That's what I know, because I have to do this every night and every morning when I stand before you. I have to challenge the best of me. I have to bring out the best of me. I have to be polishing the best of me. I have to know my topic to the highest degree. I need to come to you with passion and belief and faith and know-how and the can-do attitude. That's my job. That's the role I chose to play as a motivational speaker. That's my job. So that's why I know what to do. That's why I have the authority and the capability to teach you to be the best of you, to teach you the road to your desires, to teach you how to get your desires going. That's why I can do this. Because I have it in me. I have done it. And I am still doing it. And right now, I want to take you on the journey with me. It's an unending journey. Learning, practicing, doing, being the best never stop. You never get to the point where you get the crown, the laurel on your head and you say, that's it. Did you hear the Olympians say that? Did you hear any of the Olympic gold medal winners say, I am done, I've reached the top, and say, that's all? No, you didn't. What you heard them say is that, I cannot wait for next year, next 4 years. I cannot wait for 2024. That's what you heard them say, didn't you? They never sat down on their laurels of their gold medal and said, it's enough. There was something else looking at them and it said, start, practice, get going. In 3 years, you need to do this again. So this is what your mental capability does for you. You want to be this. You have a plan to achieve this. You have a plan to achieve that. Guess what? You have to keep on it. You have to go and say to yourself, hello self. We need to polish. We need to get this. I want to be a coach. Therefore, you have to be the best you can. So your mental prosperity has to be on point. That's what I do. That's why I say this to you. I am here to be the best motivational speaker that I can, but I am not sitting on what I can do now. I come here and I give you my all. I learn, I study, I observe. I find things in the rarest of places to keep my mind going. That's what I do. Because I want to be the best. You cannot be the best at something if all you do is to be satisfied with where you are. Your mental prosperity is the thing from kindergarten. You must know the ABCs. You must come to 100. Otherwise, you're not going to senior. So this is the plan here. I have studied what I'm doing. And I'm constantly polishing and pushing and trying. And I show up every day and keep my mental faculty on point to deliver the best that I can give you. My job is to tell you you can. I am repeating myself right now because it's so important. There are many people that will give you a diagnosis about your mental health. Your mental prosperity, they will tell you you are just ready for another 20 hours of psychological help. That is not my job. My job is to tell you your mental capabilities, it doesn't matter how low it is. If you have a desire, polish it. What it is I can do mentally to get to where I want to go. My job is to tell you, yes, you can. All you need to do is to push forward, never let go, never stand back, never believe you're not good enough. Don't always listen to them telling you have mental health issues. And you know what? That is when the crack comes on, the light shines through the crack. I am not going to tell you that. My job is to tell you, you see that tiny little bit of light that you can see in the darkness of mental whatever they just told you? That's what I want you to zero in on. Yes, I can. I can see the light through the crack. It has to be broken before you can see it. So tune in your mental health. Find out what you need to do for you to succeed at that goal, at that desire you have. I desire to be the best person. I want a business of my own. I want to be the best coach ever. Find out the things you must do to be the best coach ever. And do not let go. Do not stop desiring to succeed. Do not stop taking the small steps. Do not stop doing those little goals that will bring you closer and closer. Your goal for today might just be to listen to somebody else talking about what you're desiring to become. Your goal for today is to take some notes. Your goal for today is to dream. Dream the impossible dream of success. That is your goal. That might be your goal for today. That might be the goal, to stretch your legs out on the grass and a book in your hand and you're writing. That might be your goal. You're writing about your desire fulfilled. You're tuning in the mental prosperity. You're saying mentally, I know I can. What it is I can do. You have a conversation with your mental prosperity. Do not ever stop. Do not let go. When you feel that all that is coming and you're holding on to that dream and your hands are bleeding and all you can see is blood and sinew and tendons are being torn, hold on. Hold on, because just before you let go, that's when success come crying. 3 feet and you would find gold. All you had to do, you have dug 5,000 feet. But the vein of gold for your success, it was lying at 5,003 feet. You went all the way to 5,000 feet. But you didn't continue for the last 3 feet. Somebody saw you walk away, dejected, your shoulders down, and they saw you living. And they said, oh, I'm going to see how close they got. I'm going to try and go back where they were. And bingo. They put the drill in the ground and 3 feet later, boom, a whole thing of gold comes towering at them. Where were you? You gave up. You cannot give up. When you have a desire, it's your version of your vision of your desire. Your husband, your wife, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your children. I don't care who the hell they are. They cannot see that vision. Only you can see the vision. Only you. Nobody else can see your version of the vision of your desire. So you need to realize and count on your mental capabilities to help you. And that's why you have this mental faculty, the pillar of prosperity for mental. That's why you have it. You don't have it for any other reason but to take you from where you are standing, not the past, right where you're standing to where you want to go. And along the way, do not forget to taste the journey. to taste the journey. Getting to the finish point is not the taste of the journey. What matters is the small wins along the way. The small goals you accomplished. The time that it became clear to you. The time that you knew you had to hold on. The time you knew that you picked up the book and you decided to stop on page 10 and something in you said, no, go to page 11. Just read page 11. Because there lies the answer you're seeking. That's what your mental capability will do for you. Don't give up. Do not stop. Do not listen to those who remind you of all the people you don't know who tried and failed. Use your mental capabilities, polish it, talk to it. Tell it, we need to learn more. We need to understand more. We need to get this. Because I desire success. I desire to attain that goal. And you have to remember, it is always darker before dawn. Midnight is not dark. You know when it's dark? At 4:30, 5 o'clock. That's when it's darkest. But soon, minutes after 5, you will see a clearing in the sky. And that's when you will get it. That's when you will win it. That's when you will know you have the... So use your mental capabilities to help you. Study, learn, dig, never let go, ask questions, seek help, get mentors, get coaches. Even if all the person does for you is what I do for you and tell you you can. Do you really want it? Do you desire it? When I ask you the question and I said to you, so you're going to give up, right? And you're saying it hasn't been working, right? And I am saying I can show you how to get it. And somebody else sitting next to you, she says she's talking nonsense. She cannot show me. I know there's doubters up there, but I have gone through that road. I blazed the trail. I created the track. I know where the bumpers are. I know where the pit holes are. I know where the dragon is waiting. I know where the water sinkhole is sitting because I went through them already. That is why I have the capability and the experience to take you through this journey. So when I tell you, use your mental capabilities to acquire your desires, to achieve your desires, I am not kidding. That is just one of 5. As the young man reminded me last night, he called me. He said, Tessa-Marie, you're missing something. And I said, really? He said, yes. He said, you talk about the 5 pillars and you talk about the 5 fingers and you show us that you cannot hold a glass if only 4 fingers. You need the 5th finger. He said, Tessa-Marie, if you lose a toe, you have no balance. You're not going anywhere. He said, so although the hand is important, Tessa-Marie, what is going to take us on the road if we do not have the 5 toes? We are off balance. And it was a light bulb. It was a tweetable moment. It was, aha, really? And then I realized it. But I am equipped. I have the experience. I have done the work. I went on the journey. I dug the path. I blazed the trail. And I know how to get through it. And that's why I come to you and I tell you about the 5 pillars. To live a fulfilled life, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, and physical prosperity must be on fleek. It must be on point. You must have them all working for you. I am not here to tell you they are broken. I am not here to tell you you will never get through them. I am not here to point the weaknesses that you have in your 5 pillars of prosperity. No, sorry. That's not my job. There are millions and millions and trillions of people that are qualified to tell you this. And then there are those that are not qualified to remind you that you're not good enough. So who am I to do that? Let them have their say. My job is to tell you you can. Somehow, some way, In all of that noise and that madness, you can squeeze through and you can succeed and you can achieve, but you never must stop. And you must taste it. You have to taste the flavor of the journey of success. It's not getting to the finish line that is the big thing. It's the journey along the way. That's what you will remember. You will never remember standing on the podium of success, but you will remember all the little successes along the way. The Olympians did not say, I am done. There wasn't one of them that said, I am done. They did not. They got their gold, they got their silver, they got their bronze. There was one young man from Toronto, 4 years ago, he got a bronze. And this year, he got the gold. You think he had stopped practicing just because he got the bronze medal? No, sorry. He didn't say, I'm not going back in 2024 to get another gold. Because as soon as you achieve your desire, there is going to be another lane standing in front of you saying, start. As soon as you have achieved that desire, there's going to be another thing, a sign that says starting line. Guess what? You're going to go there and start again. And always remember to taste the journey. Do not forget to taste the journey. That is where magic happens, is in tasting the process of the journey. I wrote a whole story about it. Tasting the process of the journey. That is where it all is. That's where the magic is. So sending you light and joy on this wonderful Wednesday evening. If you have a desire, if you have a dream, do not let it go. Use your mental capability, demand of yourself, demand of your brain, demand of yourself to do it. I taught that to my grandson. When he was riding his bike, I told him, the pavement cannot do a thing to you. You are in charge. The pavement is just the pavement. You notice you are riding on the pavement, and the pavement is not riding on you. So keep going, because you must remember to taste the process of the journey. Have a wonderful, absolutely wonderful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we have that one that so many people enjoy, called The Pillar of Spiritual Prosperity. How we are going to channel that pillar to achieve our desires. This week is the Desires Achieved, using the 5 pillars of prosperity. You know why I do this? I want you on the journey with me. The 5 pillars of prosperity is how you're going to live the life you desire, to own your own home, to go and drive the car of your choice, to go on more than one vacation in a year. And at the end of the time that is coming, when you're saying, I have achieved those 3, no, I am debt free, and I have money to do the things I want to do. I did it, but I'm still on the journey, because there's still more to learn. Just like this young man taught me something, reminding me, you lose one toe, you're off balance. So enjoy the evening and have a wonderful time exercising your rights to make sure your desires are fulfilled, using your pillar of mental prosperity to acquire it. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I'm happy and grateful that you've came to spend time with me tonight. And if you were here, I hope you got a nugget, a rare black pearl, or the rarest of all, a pink Canadian diamond. Whatever it is you got, I hope you remember to keep it close and call on it, polish it and use it, for it will take you places you've never dreamt you could be by yourself. Have fun. Bye.